So Christina's going to share her story with us. And Christina went away with our program in August or maybe early September. And she's going to tell us a little bit about her story. And these are her lovely children. So I know that you'll give her your undivided attention, and we're back here for your support.
Thank you. Wow, I'm not used to swimming. I'm a teacher, and my favorite grade to teach is 8th grade. And if I stumble a little speaking to adults, if I stumble a little speaking to adults, it's because I actually have your attention. My name is Christina Allen, and I'm a part of the For Pete's Sake family. And I'm 44, and I have a husband, John, who's at home, and my 2 daughters, Emma and Ella, who are here with me. I'm a music teacher at the Interborough School District. For those of you that don't know, it's down by the airport. So you go all the way down 420 in my schools, right there. And I teach grades 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. And I love 8th grade, by the way. Not many people will say that, but I really do. So my cancer journey started on Christmas Eve of 2014. Great day. And it was a very small tumor on my breast, and they were like, oh, no problem, don't worry about it, probably stage 1. Radiation, no big deal. And everybody's like, okay, that's good. But then, you have the holiday season, try getting a doctor's appointment during the holidays, you can. So fast forward to January 15th, I'm in my oncologist's office, hearing that my surgery that was scheduled is canceled. I'm starting chemo in 3 days. You need to go get a PET scan, an MRI, and your tumor is dividing at a rate of 100%. Yeah, so I'm good. So that was Monday. By Thursday, I was sitting in Bernard's chemotherapy suite and being told that not only is it bad, it's stage 4. It had spread to my hip bone. So I went from one little tiny bit to like stage 4 in a matter of nothing. So chemo was terrible. It was the toughest treatment out there. If anybody has had breast cancer, it's that red stuff. I don't even remember the name. Adriamycin, cytoxin or something. It was bad. I lost my hair on my 17th day of treatment. By the way, I'm also here with my friend Gail, who's a breast cancer survivor, and she actually watched my girls while I had. So that 17th day, that was the day Gail took me to get my head shaved, and that was absolutely the worst day ever. And then I had to go to my radiation doctor for my hip cancer, and then she said, oh, you're going to gain between 30 and 50 pounds, just letting you know. And I'm like, great, lose my hair, gain 50 pounds. It was only 37, by the way. So, but, great, what else? Okay, but throughout my chemo, I had to go to work. I'm a teacher, and that's just what I do. I go to school. And it was hard. It was really hard. But after the 3rd treatment, my husband was fired from his job. So at that point, I was actually seriously considering taking some FMLA time because it's just hard to go to work and be happy around kids and teach and be nauseous all the time. But you know what? It was actually good. I had an incredible school that I worked for. I had an incredible student teacher. I had incredible staff. My students they pasted my walls with just cards and posters and everything. They were incredible. But literally, I would go home, I'd go to school, go to chemo, I'd go to the doctor, and I'd come home and sleep. That was my life from January till May. So, talk about wanting a break from cancer. That was my life. During the summer months, I had radiation every day from my last day of school till July 31st. And then I found out we were chosen to go on a respite vacation. Now, those who know me know that I am not an outdoorsy girl. Okay? I And look, my girls are cracking up because they know too. I like the pool, I like to sit outside. You know, I'm not outdoorsy bug, so camping, I'm at the Holiday Inn. So when I told my husband that we were going to Camp Wallace in Maine, you can imagine, he literally, and I'm not kidding, he spit his drink. And he was just like, you outside? No, yeah, we're going there. So I was, imagine, I'm like a little tiny bit nervous. And I thought, you know what? Cancer changes everything. I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to try. Maybe I'll love it. So we went up to the For Pete's Sake office to collect our travel items, and we were greeted by the most incredible staff and everybody up here. And they were excited to meet the kids, excited to meet us, and knowing that we were going to this beautiful place in Maine. I have nothing against Maine, by the way. With six other families who were in the same spot as me. It was great, and you know, then I found out Pam Brumbaugh, who was here, she met us, and she's like, oh, I'm going too, it's going to be great, and she's a great friend now. So everything that the FPS office could have done, like to make our travel comfortable, was amazing. I mean, 10 hours in a car with kids. So the time I spent at Wallace was actually really good. Just letting you know, I still prefer the Holiday Inn. I'm just going to say that, but you know what? This was such a nice, like, it was incredible. That week, I was able to take off that brave warrior, fighter, survivor mask that I had worn from Christmas Eve the previous year. I ditched the scarf. By the way, I never wore a wig. I always had my scarf on. Can I just say, I have to say this, with all the prizes going on, I won a raffle when I was like right in the middle of all my treatments, and do you know what it was? It was a big basket of hair products. I did. So, but that week, you know, it was hard. It was just me. I had really short hair. By the way, my hair was pin straight before I had chemo, and this is what I have now. The girls were smiling and laughing. They were mischievous and adventurous. My husband and I were able to be silly, just being stupid with each other, you know, just being dopey. For the first time in ages, I climbed a really big tree, and I jumped off it, and then I went on some crazy, remember that swing thing? Yeah, some crazy swing thing, like they harness you up, and it takes the whole camp to pull you up like 50 feet in the air, and then they're like, all right, let go, and then you just swing. So, I like to say, if on like this beautiful crisp September morning, you heard screams and laughter in the air, that was me. Because I literally, you can ask Pam, I don't even know where Pam is, but she would attest to that. I was loud. And you know what, well, most of the time, our family, we enjoyed quality time together, as did most of the families who were at Wallace with us. You saw the picture in the slideshow of the family with the Superman pictures. They were up there with us. But you know what, we still had my husband and I still had quality time together, mostly at dinner, because the kids literally ditched all the parents. There was free ice cream in the corner, so all the kids ditched us, and they sat around this huge fireplace they had there, and you know, they were playing games and singing songs with the counselors, and John and I would just be able to sit with each other, you know, whether it was eating, like actually sitting there eating quietly, or like going out on, they have this big beautiful porch out there, and just to enjoy the air. You know what? I got some quiet time as well. And you know, as a mom, all the moms in here, you know that's a big deal. So for me, walking down in the morning to get some coffee, it was like being at Target by yourself. See, you all relate. You all relate. The mornings were beautiful. It was so it was quiet. And then I took my time, and you know what? So when I got back, where were you? Why didn't you stay so long? But it was all in all such a great, great trip. So the week after we returned, back to life, back to normal, we were at a soccer practice. It was Ella's birthday. So what do you want? What would you like tonight? You know, we're at Wawa buying Tootsie Rolls or something. And she goes, I want to go back to me. I have to tell the story. This is my favorite story. I said, oh, why'd you want to go back to me? I want the dogs. I want the dogs. I said, they have owners. Yeah, but the owner always wears a yellow shirt or yellow shorts and a red shirt. I'm like, no. And she goes, all of the dogs, right here, right now. And like the one dog was a Bernese Mountain Dog. Have you ever seen that? Not happening. I'm not happy. So, you know what though? For me, it wasn't about where I went because at the time when I heard camp, and as everybody now knows, I'm not that acrobatic girl. I was like, oh no, I want to go to Florida. But listen, I loved it. I loved it. And you can tell anybody who goes on Wallace, and I hope they have that trip again. So whoever sent these families and ours up there, it was incredible. But it's a family. That group is a family, and we're all in touch with each other still. It's a kinship, and you know that's really special. You know, I'll forever be grateful to Marcy and to Pam who kept us all together and the whole FPS family for that time. And I happen to work in a district that has a very high cancer rate for a school district. 3 of our teachers in the district have been travelers for Pete's sake. All of us had stage 4 breast cancer. 2 of them were inflammatory breast cancer, which is a rare breast cancer, and they happen to work across the hall from each other. Kelly Mack, Shanna Michael, and myself were all the travelers, and unfortunately Shanna had passed away last year. And but in our district, you know, in the one building itself, there were 14 cancer patients in the one building. 5 have passed away. There's about 25 in our district, and I don't even want to go into some of the children that we have had. But now that Kelly and we connected at the Christmas party this year. I work in a building called Prospect Park, and she works in Norwood. We connected at an event here, and we're doing our best to pay it forward because this, I can't even say how much it's meant to me. Kelly will tell you it meant so much to her family, and I know for Shanna, it was their last trip together. And that was an amazing thing for her and her husband. This year, we're trying to pay it forward, so it's so easy to do. If you work in an office, we did a travel item drive. So I offered up a free recess, and for the classroom that brought the most travel items, and I had a lot of them. So free recesses are good. And by the way, it was a freezing cold day. I couldn't believe I took me up there, and they were good. We had jeans days for Pete's sake, and I just gave Alyssa a $216 check that our school has raised for them. And also, so I'm going to give you a shameless plug, because if you don't have a team already for the walk and you need a team or want to donate to a team, we have our team is called Kelly and Christina's crew, and we're strolling for Shanna. And thank you for listening. I can't say enough about for Pete's sake.